fourth one is this one I need to help out the ladies here, man. I need your men y'all need to help me on this one. Mothers, let your children have a relationship with their fathers. Let your children have a relationship with their father. Just cause y'all didn't work out. Now you mad with me, and you feeling some type of way, and you got some pain and some issues deep down inside, you don't like him no more. It don't matter. That's still his child. That child needs him. Because you know what? With my daughter sitting right there, there's things that I cannot give my daughter that my wife can give her. And there's things that I can give my daughter that my wife can't give her. We need both of them. Not just one, we need both of them. Oh man, that. I saw a statistic the other day that says, a mother by herself is not enough. And to back that up, it says 63% of all youth suicides come from fatherless homes. 63% of all suicides come from fatherless homes. 71% of all high school dropouts come from where? Fatherless homes. 75% of all chemical abuse patients are from where? Fatherless homes. 85% of all children with behavior disorders are from fatherless homes. 85% of all youth in prison are from a fatherless home. That's why I say, ladies, you can't do it by yourself. And you're doing a great job if you have to do it by yourself. I know a lot of great single mothers who have done a great job. But it's a whole lot easier if you let that man play his part. Now, if he's some knucklehead and he's abusive and he's got all his other issues going on, no. Kick him to the curb. Get him out of here. But if he wants to be there, he's trying to be there, and he's making an effort to do that, and he wants to do it, and you hold him back because of personal reasons, who do you think you're hurting? You're hurting the child. You're not hurting him. You're hurting the child. There was a movie that my wife and I watched the other day. It's a Christian movie, and it's called Overcomer. I don't know if anybody ever seen that movie or not, but it's a really good movie, man. And I just share a little bit with you to kind of back my point up that I'm trying to make here. But it was a young lady in the movie. She was 15 years old. She was a sophomore in high school. And her mother died when she was just born. And her mother died of drugs, had a drug overdose. Okay? And her boyfriend, this child's daddy, he was on drugs as well. So once the mama died, the father, he's still out there on drugs. So now the young girl goes and lives with her grandmother. So her grandmother is raising her. And so her grandmother tells her while she's raising her that your mother and your father are dead. She never told the young girl that her daddy was alive. Because you know what? Because she was upset and she had that pain deep down inside because she thought that this girl's daddy was responsible for drugging the mom. So she had a lot of envy, a lot of hate against the dad. Okay? But the dad was right there in the same place that the daughter was. But the dad at this point had gotten sick and he was in the hospital. He had diabetes and he lost his eyesight from the diabetes. So he didn't have long to live. Alright? But what happens is this girl is running cross country. And her cross country coach was a Christian guy. And so what happens now is the cross country coach and his pastor will go once a week and do visitations at the hospital. Okay, and when they went to the hospital, the coach accidentally stumbled into this man's room. And this man just happened to be that girl's daddy. Nobody knew that. The coach didn't know that. You know what? And the girl's thinking that my dad is dead. So once the coach and the man start talking, he finds out that this man is this girl's daddy. So now he goes back home to his wife, and he asks his wife and tells his wife, you know what, this is what I just found out. What are we going to do about it? Because the first thing they thought, okay, we need to tell her. So they prayed about it, and when they prayed about it, they decided they was going to tell her against the grandmama's wish. Because the grandma didn't like him, she didn't want nothing to do with him, she didn't want the daughter to like him, she didn't want the daughter to have nothing to do with him. So after prayer, they decided they were going to tell the young lady. So they told the young lady that we think we found your father. And she said, no, my father wasn't dead. See, grandmama had already put it in the mind that, you know what, dad's dead. Okay, so now, excuse me, she says that she wants to go and see him after they tell her, you know. So she said, okay, I want to go see him. All right. So long story short, she came and she met the dad. All right, and they had the cross country in common because he ran cross country as well, and he was like third in the state during his time when he ran cross country. So what happened is, I keep saying, to make a long story short, but I gotta tell you so you can get the whole essence of the story. Okay. So what happens now is that this girl ends up winning the state championship. She's never won a race in her life, but she ended up winning the state championship. The only reason she won the state championship was because her daddy coached her through it. So what they did was they set up a little tape thing where they recorded her father talking to her and gave her an earpiece during the race, and her father was talking her through the race. She said, you're coming up this hill now. I need you to run fast. I need you to put your arms up. I need you to pass this next person. And everything that he told her, she did. And she won the race. But now you think about it. Think about if she never had the opportunity to meet her father. And they had a great relationship. And he had a hand in, and see, he had changed his life. But the grandmama didn't know that he had changed his life. He had given his life to Christ, man. All right? And then he was instrumental in bringing her to Christ. And then the grandmama fussed at her and was mad at her because she was sneaking off, going to the hospital to see her dad. But all she had to do was say, hey, okay, your dad is alive. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. But it was a great story because she would have never have done what she done had she not met that man. That's her daddy. And 6 weeks after meeting him, that's what happened. He died. So she was able to spend 6 productive weeks with her dad. That's why we can't hold back. That's why we gotta let them be a part of these kids' lives, man. If they're no good, then I understand that. But let them be a part, okay? Let them be a part of these kids' lives, man.